None of these orphan elephants would have survived without the nursery in Nairobi created by Daphne. The nursery takes in 20 to 30 baby elephants rescued from the four corners of Kenya. Ranging in ages from a few days to a few months old, they arrive in very poor condition, dehydrated, sometimes injured, and traumatized by the loss of their mothers and their families.
Because you're with them
Seeing them every day.
Yeah, you see them every day.
Yes, yes.
Ah voilà, il y a un tout petit là.
8 months.
8 months.
And Maktau?
Maktau
6 months.
with just urinating.
Yeah, 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 months.
This is the youngest.
The youngest.
Yeah. It's now 19 years.
19 years.
And what I enjoy most
Yes.
is to see the elephants go back into the wild.
Can you tell us about the story of this little one?
This little one is called Maktau, and he was
Maktau.
rescued from Savo.
Savo.
He was found in a community or a village all alone. We could say he's a victim of human-wildlife conflict. Maybe he was separated from his family by people, human beings, so the community is neighboring this area, and he was left alone. That's why he didn't have a mother, and a young elephant needs the mother's milk for the first 2 years. So if they lose the mothers when they're below 2, it becomes very difficult because they cannot survive without the mother's milk for the first 2 years. And that's why we have to bring them in. For example, in his case, he was about 4.5 months, almost 5 months. He's now 6 months.
6 months.
Yes.
And do you how many times do you feed them?
We feed them on intervals of 3 hours day and night.
Day and night.
Every day, every night, every 3 hours, somebody prepares the milk and the keepers feed them. The milk will go to where the elephants are every 3 hours.
You want stuff, huh?
Yeah, he wants stuff.
You enjoy it. You enjoy it, right? How long does it take for them to have control of their trunk? Because you can see when they are younger, it's a little bit more difficult.
When
right?
they are 8 months, they start to learn or they start to perfect the use of their trunk.
Okay.
Yes, 8 months. It's just sucking on the fingers.
Sucking.
It's
Can
too
you-
young
can
for
you
greens.
The orphanage functions as an intensive care unit. The keepers feed them every 3 hours, day and night. They take care of them and walk them daily to the park, where, depending on their age, they rest, drink and eat. Then they're taken to the mud bath near Daphne's house. The keepers sleep on a platform close to the babies, who never remain alone. They become their substitute human family, taking care of them, while the orphans develop links with their fellow elephants that for some will last a lifetime. Baby Maktau is about to fall asleep. A keeper will sleep by his side. Nevertheless, Maktau is anxious. It will take time, care, and love for him to regain confidence.
That really is a little miracle.
This elephant had no chance of recovery in the wild situation. She was just lying in the grass with one partially paralyzed leg and the other having stepped on poison spikes, and she couldn't move. She was completely immobile. When she arrived here, the vet doubted very much whether it would heal, so we were faced with this dilemma. But with an elephant that lives 70 years and 10, even it takes 1 or 2 years, it's worth it. And we knew about the powers of recovery of nature. We'd seen it before many times. Osteopaths that came to help and massage her leg. Very grateful to the vets who gave us good advice, but their prognosis of a recovery was never encouraging. However, with homeopathic remedies, with miracle turmeric, which is a great natural healer, with lots of tender loving care, but most of all, opening the gate to her stockade so that she knew she wasn't a captive. And the input of the other elephants, that's what's brought Morera around, and we do believe she's going to make a full recovery. So she is our little miracle elephant, Morera the miracle.
The story of Mwashoti touched me deeply. When he was about 1 year old, his leg was almost cut off in a trap, and he would not have survived without the help of the foundation. He received first aid on the spot and was then transported to the orphanage. His wound is infected. It is cleaned up and tended to. Despite the terrible suffering that he endures during the treatment, Mwashoti remained calm. Weakened and thin, Mwashoti was able to gradually heal with the help of the keepers and the support of the other elephants, and rediscovered his will to live.
Kanza, son histoire m'a énormément touchée. Elle a été témoin de la disparition et du braconnage de son troupeau entier, de sa maman, de ses 2 sœurs.
Her mother Kumquat was a magnificent 44-year-old matriarch, well known to researchers in Amboseli Park. She and her 2 daughters were murdered by poachers. Kwanza remained alone next to her mother's body. She was isolated while waiting for the team from the foundation, who transported her to the orphanage. It's difficult to trust humans after what she has been through. She was even afraid of the keepers. Since being transferred to the Umani reintroduction unit, Kwanza has attained a degree of serenity. Umani takes in elephants with disabilities or frailties and provides a more suitable environment.
So this Morera here.
This is Morera. Morera is the matriarch here, the oldest.
Morera is the oldest matriarch. He's about 8 years now.
8 years.
And he's doing the role of leading out the babies outside there, trying to make their way out to the wild side, which is still a challenge to Morera because of the disability she has. It's not allowing her to interact very well with the wild ones, because life there with the wild ones is quite a little bit rough to Morera. And Morera is very much worried. Again, she's very much jealous to the wild ones not to take more babies from her.
Okay. Sorry, she's eating
She walks
very slowly.
Very slowly because of the disability she has. And Morera special baby is Mwashoti. And we don't know why they decided on Mwashoti than Alamaya, because both are having bad legs. So they might have a meeting. Let's take the bad leg like we, while Alamaya can go with Lima because he can run so fast. But But now, Mashoti is enjoying the company of the matriarchs.
And he recovered well?
Yes, Mashoti is the most beautiful and humble
Gentle.
boy. Very gentle, very welcoming and entertaining.
Beautiful boy.
And is enjoying the company of the boss, of the head girls
Above
around
the
here.
herd.
The body gets a little bit warm.
Yeah, yes. Like Murera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walking in the morning is
That's nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Mashoti. You're a nice boy. Murera plays the role of matriarch of the group in Umani. She is held by other elephants who do not have her handicap. She has become very attached to Mwashoti and adopted him as her protégé.
Kwanza was very much traumatized. No matter even the keepers, is not friendly to all. Keepers is just coming, she comes only to the keeper at the feeding time. But after feeding time, is going away because he don't trust anyone, any human contact around is worrying Kwanza. And
Because
Kwanza,
she saw the killing, so it's a very, very bad memory
yes,
with her.
and with their memory, they have got permanent memories that they don't forget very easily.
Yes.
And now Kwanza is about 5 years old. She's remembering what happened still. And it's very friend to Lima Lima. Kwanza is very much ready to go to the wild, only that she's lacking the company to take her outside to the wild side, because also the wild ones are also beginning to come around. But the bridge between the human and the exo, because we don't have the exophans to help.
Yes, to help to make the bridge with the
what is
wild.
a little bit a little bit easier.
Yeah, Kwanza, we really want the best for you.
These are children from
From the school, very small. Very small children. The nursery has gained national and international renown. School children come to watch the baby elephants while they are being fed and taking their mud baths. Edwin tells the story of each baby. Thus, children become aware of the dangers elephants are exposed to and the need to protect them. We wish a long life to baby Mactao, who after years of care provided by the Foundation, will return one day where he belongs, to the wild.
This is the third ivory burn that I've attended in Kenya, so I'm very proud to have seen it happening again in this country, and congratulations to Kenya for doing this. It will send a very important message to the world about the fact that there's no value in ivory, but there is value in live elephants.
Yes, you come here. Yes. You see? Yes, but you come here.
Oui,
Frédéric.
s'il vous plaît. Be careful! Animals! Kindness!
This woman's work is never done. Heard the call and she felt chosen. It's what she knows, it's how she's known, the way she knows. This woman's work is never done. Down in the dirt on her